Hi guys, and welcome back. So today I'm going to be working with this ribbon and of course some embroidery floss and a needle. I may need a ruler, probably not. I'm just going to like kind of wing it here. So I found this cute Christmas tree ribbon while I was at Michael's the other day. And yeah, it doesn't have like the cleanest cut in the world, but I just basically like kind of like held it up against this. And it's like, again, it's not really the best measurement, but as you can see, it's a little bit longer than the actual ribbon that's attached to the Passion Planner. And what I'm going to do here is see this little open gap up here. Let's see here. There you go. Okay, so that little pocket right there. I'm going to shove these down in there. Like, I don't know what it is. It was just an idea that I got. I saw the ribbon guys and I was like, I must do this because I don't think I can go with just one bookmark. Like, I want to be able to find my monthlies. I want to be able to find my weeklies. I may or may not keep that green one on there. So I'm hoping you guys can see this because, again, this is really not the angle that I'm used to filming at. My camera is probably freaking out right now, but see, I just kind of like wedged them down into that crevice there, and I wish that was enough. I did think about glue, but I was afraid of what it would actually do to the binding of my planner. So we're gonna break out some needle and thread, and I figure if I just stitch like right across there, like as close as I can to where they attach. I know it's not going to be perfect. I am in no shape or form a sewer or an embroiderist, if that's the correct term. So, let's see here. I tried to get it to where it would match the tan on that ribbon, like as close as possible. I don't think I pulled this one. I think there's another one up here if I remember this, because this is what used to make me mad when I used to cross stitch in that. Amazingly, like so many years ago. Where is that little guy at? Because I think that's who you pull from. If not, it like, there we go. Okay, so you pull from him, not from the other one, because if you pull from the other one, it just turns into a big knot and you get really mad. So let's see here. Planners with string. And I always do like since it's a tiny project, I'm figuring like the length of my arm. I guess I really didn't need that ruler after all. And I'm going to give myself just a couple more inches because that does seem like it would get really tight towards the end here. We don't want that. Again, I am a beginner sewer, okay? Pretty sure somebody out there who's watching this and they sew and they're probably like, what are you doing? And I'm like, I have no idea. I don't. But I figure I'm going to film me doing this, and if it turns out, then I'll share it with yins. If it doesn't, then I'll just rip out the stitches and pretend like nothing happened. See, this is how we do this. So let's see if I can remember how to thread a needle, if I could even pick it up. I can't. Oh wow, guys. Okay, so this is definitely a different type of video. I'm like excited, nervous. Yeah, that was definitely not what did I go through? No, I'm missing one, right? One is not, yeah, one, yeah. Okay. I'm doing a 3-ply string, I guess. There's 3 strings. Okay, there's 6 normally on an embroidery cord. I ripped it in half, so there's 3 here. Because I want it to be a super tight hold. I think 2 would have been just fine. But I don't know, with me yanking on this thing all the time, I like I'm acting like I'm gonna be like playing pro football with it or something. Like I'm not, but I don't know, it's my planner. So just in case if anybody out there's wondering, yes, I'm using 3 strings of the embroidery floss. That's what it's called. If I can thread the needle. Okay, and yeah, like I said, like I thought about just gluing it in there, like jamming it in there and gluing it, but I don't know. But it's just that green one right there, like I understand why they're green. Okay, I get it. I get that they want to, as from what I understood, that it's from a Kickstarter project. That it was the green ribbon, so they've always kept the green ribbon. That's why they don't change the color of it. But maybe it's the planner in me. I don't know. Like, I need my ribbon to match. So I'm gonna try to keep the Kickstarter. I'm gonna keep that green one back in the back. That's gonna be with like the scrap paper and the grid paper. So I'm gonna keep that back there as maybe like inspiration for ideas that, you know, it may start out as a simple idea, but it could turn into something big. You don't know. But other than that, yeah, I want the little forest trees because it's a forest planner. And it's adorable. Oh, I couldn't pass it up whenever I saw it. I was like, I have to get this. It's freaking cute. And I'm trying to think of anything that I could use it in. And like I said, I'm not a sewer. I'm not. So I'm going to apologize now, guys, for what you're about to witness. So basically, I'm going to try to line these guys up. And maybe is it easier if I do it this way? Oh, this is so weird. Okay, so I'm going to stab like just a little bit close to the edge. And we're going to basically like try to make a stitch through here. And I'm going to wrap it around the side. I think that's the closest I could get with the thickness of the needle and then the thread and then my finger. I think that's as close as I'm getting. It's not as close as I originally wanted to. Okay. I'm attempting to thread the needle through the two strands. I did, like, I'm hoping that you guys saw that. I'm sorry, I was talking, I forgot. I take the string and I, like, fold it in half and then tie a knot at the end. That way it's, like, I don't know, it seems double secure to me. Again, this is probably not the proper way to sew. This is how I sew. And holding on to this ribbon and this planner at the same time is, this is intense. Okay, so I'm gonna go like a little bit further onto the side, and I'm gonna do the same thing here. So I'm gonna push the needle up and out, and again, pull gently so you don't wrinkle up your threads. And where I went out the last time, I'm gonna go in. So it's gonna create like a little stitch pattern. So I'm making like little dashes. And as you can see, like I couldn't get like to the like edge. So there is gonna be a little piece of this that is gonna stick up out. I'm not really too concerned with that. I just want 3 bookmarks. So as long as the bookmarks work, I'm fine. So I'm just gonna keep repeating this process here. And I'm not really getting a chance to like look at the camera view, so I'm hoping that this is going into frame. And my camera, like, it autofocuses, so it's probably freaking out every time my hands do a movement. So I'm kind of hoping that this is in frame, guys, but like, yeah, like if you could see here, like, all I'm doing is just going over a little bit, and I'm taking it up to the, like, front of the ribbon, and then I'm going right back down the same edge that I went up before. So I'm trying to make, like, a full seam, I guess, to hold my ribbons in. And I figure since the green one's already glued into the planner, like, as long as I have the 2 that I'm adding onto it, as long as they're stitched onto that green one, everything should be fine. So that's why I'm not worried about those ends that I kind of shoved into the binding earlier. Okay, so I'm just gonna like repeat that edge how we started. I'm just gonna wrap it around there, and I'm gonna go back down into the area where I came out of. Again, just trying to make some secure threads here. I'm wondering if I should try to tie a knot with this one, and I'm really glad that I put that extra thread on there now instead of just going with the forearm length, because it's coming in handy because this is getting really tight. So let's see if I could try to get a knot. Ooh, I always try to go nice and slow because it would be nice if it would come out perfect. And okay, so I did get a knot, but there's some like extra thread there, as you can see. So if I remember correctly from cross stitching, okay, yeah, see the front of it looks beautiful. It's beautiful up there. It came out exactly how I wanted it. Back here is just a little ugly. It's a little bit more messier than what I wanted. So one trick I did in cross stitching was I would always take my thread and I would loop it through that extra like loop that kind of tied before I made my knot. So I'm gonna get that to go up there, and we're gonna try to tie it once more just to make sure it's secure. Okay, so see, I still got that extra thread, damn it. Okay, okay, let's see if I take it and I drag it. Oh, now he's getting tied in there. Okay, let's see if I drag it across to one of these loops, and it might help flatten it. So let's see if we could flatten this down a bit. He is not budging, and I am not untying this, guys. Okay, this was like a really cool idea, but I don't know if I would do this again. I think I would just like tie him to a paper clip and glue it into the binder. I think that's what I'm going to do the next time. I am not a thread person at all. Okay, let's see if I could get this to tie over here. Okay, so basically I made a giant mess on that side, but you know what? I'm the only person that's going to be seeing it. I really don't care. And they're really secure. I mean, they're on there. Those puppies are not coming off unless I cut them out now. So let's trim our edges. And let's see what we got. So see, okay, so you just got a little bit of mesh there, but again, you're never really going to see that because it's going to be facing the opposite direction that you're going to be looking anyways. And okay. Let's see if we're functional here. So, okay, this is what I'm trying to do here. Did I pass it? Okay, yeah. Okay, so there's my January monthly layout. Okay, so you should probably like go with the ribbons in a row. So, okay, so I got one ribbon there. Let's go to my weekly. You see how hard it is to find stuff in here? There's like no tabs. Okay, yeah, so this is where my weekly starts. So I'm going to grab the second one. So he's going to hold on to him. Whew, that is definitely thicker ribbon too. So that might be something to think of. Like if we do attempt this, that you're going to want like a thinner or bendy ribbon. Maybe it's going to bend the more I use it. This is just starting here. And then here's all these blank pages that I was talking about. This is probably going to end up being the green ribbon back here. But again, I'm just trying to do like a quick demo for Jens, guys. Try to hold him in there. I'm going to try to get these to bend. See if I could get them to be a little bit more flexible up there. And what am I going to do with these edges? Okay, so, yeah. Okay, I definitely got to rethink about how I'm going to position these things. Probably going to end up doing that off camera since, as you can tell, like I'm not even in frame right now. Let's get this back on to where it belongs. Okay, so maybe, let's see here. Where's that green one at? Was that the first one I used? Okay, yeah, see, there's the green one. So I'm thinking, since this is going to be the one that I'm not going to be using most often, and what I put him over here because he needs to be down there. So I think one of these is going to have to show up tan. Okay, so there we go. That seems to fold a lot better. It's not as chunky. And then we're going to put this green one. This is going to be, which, I mean, I did say that in the beginning anyways, didn't I? Like, keep the green one back here. He has to stretch really, really far. But that's going to be for my ideas. And, okay, so I am going to, because the edges are a little bit frayed on these, I'm going to burn seal them. You just basically take, like, you hold up a flame close to it and you just like gently melt the edges of the ribbon. I'm gonna do that off camera just because I don't trust myself with flame and filming and paper. But if you, yeah, I should probably leave a link. I'll find a video that I like on YouTube and I'll just share the link. And I'll attach it to this video. Then that way, if you don't know what it is I'm talking about, yeah, you'll know. It's something you want to do. Like, you want to be very careful when you do it because, you know, paper flames. But yeah, I'm gonna have to say, guys, like, I think this actually turned out really quite well. It was a little intimidating because sewing is out of my league. I am not a sewer at all. But yeah, I'm gonna have to. This actually turned out really quite well. And yeah, I'm digging it. I mean, yeah, it seems to be pretty sturdy. It's not coming out of the book at all. May have to like push him down a bit or get him used to being trained, but that's why I wanted a, you know, an inch or two down, shoved down in that binder, then that way it's not going to come up and out. And yeah, my stitch work actually seems to be pretty good. So there you go, guys. Like, that's how you add your own ribbon bookmark. If I just want to say thank you so much for watching, guys. Please remember to hit like and subscribe, and I'll see you for the next plan with me.